your spring romance.
Oh, beautiful. This is a live look, of course, inside Bradford Greenhouse, where Frankie is live every single day for you, Monday to Friday, asterisk there. Frankie, good morning to you. Right before the break, Steph said,
good morning.
Okay, good morning. Plant poaching. Never heard of it before, but this is a real thing. And I know you wanted to talk about this because we've seen a lot of people say, I'm spending time indoors, I'm shopping for plants, I'm focused on greenery right now. I know Dee Berman did a story with City News on that recently, but now there's another level to it. So what's going on?
So over the weekend, I did an interview and I was chatting with a friend who's known as the Tattoo Gardener, and he was telling me about a plant that he recently purchased over the last little bit of period of time where he spent thousands of dollars on this plant. And then he started to tell me a little bit about the underground economy of plants. And I always knew that there were people out there around the world that would search out and be plant collectors. But now what's happening is people are stealing endangered plants from around the world. So you take a look at this little plant right here, and any idea of what that would be worth?
I have no clue, but you know, if I saw that in a grocery store, I'd pay no more than $15 for it.
Yeah, so this one here is around $20, and that's shocking to me. It's called a butterwort, not that rare, but some plants now are fetching up to $3,000. And what's happening in the Philippines is this is becoming such a big issue in the Philippines, where some of the native forests where endangered plants are being stolen from, that the Philippines now have police patrolling the forests, and if you're caught, that is, stealing an endangered plants, you can get up to a 12-year sentence, 12 years in jail for stealing an endangered plants. Some of the carnivorous plants, so that's like pitcher plants and your Venus flytraps, some of the more rarer forms of those, it seems like almost 1/4 of carnivorous plants around the world are potentially going to be endangered forever because people are stealing them, collecting them. It used to all about having the coolest kicks and collecting kicks, shoes.
Right.
But now it seems it's all about having the most rare plants.
So getting these rare plants, Frankie, from places like the Philippines, if there's a local collector here, how is that all happening, like logistically?
So there's plant auctions that are happening right now. There's also, you're seeing a lot of plants for sale on Facebook Marketplace. You're seeing them for sale on Reddit. You're seeing them for sale on Kijiji, claiming that they're having rare plants. And you need to make sure that they're ethically sourced. And there is some backgrounds that you can do to find out where they're coming from, who is the supply coming from. And then there's a whole bunch of other regulations that have to happen with the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. And right now what's happening, even if you're importing plants from around the world, a word of warning, you could be spending $1,000 on a plant and it could be coming and then it'll get stuck in customs because of COVID. Things are taking a little longer. So when that plant arrives to you, it could be dead.
Wow. Okay, we're getting questions from our control room about what specific plants. Are there certain species that are more popular than others that we're seeing that could potentially go extinct?
Right now it's some of the, like I mentioned, some of the more rare pitcher plants, but let's say that there's a philodendron, the one philodendron which was called, I think it's called firefox. It's fairly rare, not rare that it's going to go extinct, but for instance, a 6-inch of that plant would be worth $3,000. And a 6-inch plant, what's a 6-inch?
Yeah, show us.
This is a good, yeah, so that's about 6 inches. So $3,000.
Wow. I mean, I guess there are plant collectors. Yeah. I'm obviously not one of them. I have no idea how much to spend on these guys. But okay, I just go artificial. Sorry, Frank.
That's not, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's always what people desire, but to think right now, it's almost like within the plant world, it's like blood diamonds. There's people out there stealing plants and then selling them in the global marketplace, and there's an underground economy right now, and there's a lot of people that are getting taken advantage from this, but you know, it's just crazy what the pandemic has created in terms of everything.
Really? It really has an effect on a lot of parts of our world. Always, Frankie has Facebook Live, so stay tuned with Frankie. Frankie, give yourself a shout out, because I know you do a ton of Facebook Lives about these things.
Yeah, I do Facebook Live every Sunday morning, forgive me, at 9 o'clock, 9 to 9:30, and on there we talk about the world of plants and what's going on.
Okay, good stuff. These things. Sorry, the plant world, I'm obviously not familiar with.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Frank. Time now is 6:43. Coming up next, we're going to be hearing from you. We're talking small business versus big box retailers and what your experience has been as we listen to the Harlem Globetrotters. There we go. We'll be right back here on BT.